We are apparently flying at the same levels we were before the pandemic. Oh, hey, Apple wants to put out a new digital ID card, right? But now it wants taxpayers to pick up the tab. And I'll tell you why you might not find some big discounts on name brands at discount chain stores, like the places I shop, like the Marshalls and the TJ Maxxes. This is not good. I'll explain why. Also coming up is your chance to win $1,000. All that straight ahead. Right now, though, let's take another look at your crash. Oh, you got a power outage as well.
Yeah, it's in the Silver Lake area. This is going to be on the Surface Street along Sunset Boulevard, east and west on at Mitchell-Torrena. It looks like it's a pretty messy situation in the area. A crash resulted in an area power outage. So the intersection at Sunset and Mitchell-Torrena is off limits right now. Try combining Hoover and Bellevue as alternates to help get around this. Got an update on this problem. Pound 250 on your cell phone, keyword KFI traffic. Industry 60 east at Azusa Avenue. It's going to be a crash. That is an ongoing problem for you. Right lane is staying away, seeing a busy drive through. You come away from Potsdam Boulevard. And the westbound side of the 91 just getting heavier for your drive now out of Riverside leaving Van Buren. It'll be heavy stretches of slowing for you continuing toward the 241 toll road. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Nick Poliokini.
This report is sponsored by Spectrum Business. Spectrum Business offers the best value on internet and phone. 200 megabit per second internet and business phone for only $69.98 per month. Switch today and get 1 month free. Yes, free. See for yourself at spectrum.com/business. Spectrum Business. Restrictions apply.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick, and here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by Mercedes-Benz.
Taylor Horton-Tucker made his season debut for the Lakers in their win over the Spurs. THT missed the start of the season, recovering from thumb surgery. The Chargers fell to the Vikings, losing 3 of their last 4 games. Justin Herbert logged in nearly 200 passing yards, a touchdown, and an interception. And Patrick Mahomes looked his Pro Bowl self on Sunday Night Football. Mahomes threw for 5 touchdowns in his Chiefs' statement win over the Raiders. I'm Misty Jordan.
Groundbreaking runs in the family. Safety runs in the family. Extraordinary runs in the family. The 2021 Mercedes-Benz range of SUVs. Every member is waiting to impress. You can learn more at MBUSA.com.
If you have a small business, you know having efficient equipment is essential. SoCal Gas is here to help with small business rebates on qualifying energy-saving natural gas equipment. You can save thousands of dollars on tankless hot water heaters, commercial fryers, and more. They're committed to helping you meet and exceed the challenges of being a small business owner. Not only will your small business save by using these rebates, but having energy-efficient equipment will stack up savings for years to come. See how they can help by visiting SoCalGas.com/rebate.
This Thanksgiving, Sit and Sleep wants to prevent you from buying a real turkey, the wrong mattress. So come to Sit and Sleep's Black Friday sale and get fitted for just the right mattress with our bed match technology. Save 50% off select Sealy, Beautyrest, and Kingstown, plus get $500 off Tempur-Pedic adjustable sets. And with your good credit, get interest-free financing for 36 months with your minimum monthly payment. So this year, make sure the only turkey you buy is the one you eat, not the wrong mattress during Sit and Sleep's Black Friday sale.
Spectrum Business is proud to support small businesses with the best internet and phone services at the best value. But we want to do more. So now, for a limited time, get 1 month of services for free. That's right, 1 month on us. Get 200 megabits per second internet and business phone, and even TV, all free for 1 month. Plus, free installation. Call 855-757-4544 or visit spectrum.com/business today. Restrictions apply.
If you're worried about your borderline blood pressure, hear how others are taking charge with Garlic Healthy Blood Pressure Formula.
Garlic works safely and naturally to support my blood pressure.
Garlic Healthy Blood Pressure Formula has a custom blend of garlic, vitamins, and minerals, so you know it works.
No garlic taste, no garlic breath.
Take charge of your blood pressure with Garlic Healthy Blood Pressure Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
Want to learn a new language so it will actually stick? Try Babbel. Practice real-life conversations in the Babbel app.
¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas?
Get personalized help in Babbel's live online classes.
Classes are limited to 6 people, so everyone can get the help.
Review words and phrases with fun games, or dive into the culture with short videos. Whatever your learning style, Babbel gives you the tools you need. Babbel, more ways to learn. Now try Babbel free at Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
You go above and beyond to protect your family. At Koi, so do we. Using advanced methods and solutions, we deep clean and disinfect your surfaces, air ducts, and more. We're here for emergency restoration, too. For over 70 years, families and businesses have trusted the pros at Coit. Yours can, too. Call 800-4COIT to save 30% on select services.
We survived winter in Siberia, my mother told me, by literally eating dirt. Hello, I'm John Aquilian, owner of Rooter Hero Plumbing. I can't imagine living like that, but dirt, my mom told me, had nutrients. We are so fortunate to live in the world's richest country, but every day children go hungry. At Rooter Hero Plumbing, we want to help, so we're bringing back our Hero Help program. Before COVID-19, we fed the homeless, adopted families, and cleaned the bay. But our most popular program was handing out canned goods. Rooter Hero will once again hand out food with no questions asked. Simply pull up in your car and we'll help your family. Go to rooterhero.com/HeroHelp for the date and location. If you want to donate canned goods, call us at 866-DRAIN-77 for a Rooter Hero Plumbing location nearest you. Thank you.
PL 102-8886. Is your business growing? Bay Alarm commercial fire and security systems are designed to change as your needs change. So you're right for now and ready for next. Go to bayalarm.com to get protected today.
ACO 28CCL 880138.
Hey everybody, it's Dean Sharp. Okay, here is an inexpensive way to transform your home at night. Change out your old light switches for dimmers. Your home is a stage for your life, and dimmers give you theater-level control to set the mood.
Home with Dean Sharp, the House Whisperer.
On Kfi Am 640.
More stimulating talk.
Radio app. A band that I don't think gets enough recognition. Lifehouse. Here's what's happening on your wake-up call this morning. Gas prices. I know I don't have to tell you, but they just keep going up in California. But we did make a record. The highest recorded price for gas was in 2012. It was $4.70 a gallon. We're at $4.67. This is the second highest it's ever been. I think we just jumped last time. President Biden's due to sign his $1.2 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill into law today. Closing arguments will be given in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, so attorneys for the prosecution and defense will each have 2.5 hours, and a 10th person has died now as a result of the crowd surge at the Astroworld Music Festival in Houston. It was that 9-year-old. Ezra Blount died yesterday after being on life support since last weekend. 5:35, we've got a special piece from KFI's Steve Gregory, the little-known part of the L.A. County Sheriff's Department that's guarding all the cargo ships waiting off the ports of L.A. and Long Beach. He's going to dive into that story in just a few minutes. Right now, let's get into your Biz Bites, brought to you by SoCal Gas. For more information, visit SoCalGas.com/business rebates. Oh, I hope you weren't planning on flying, or if you do, that you already have a ticket, because flight bookings for them have surged for the upcoming Thanksgiving holiday, topping pre-pandemic bookings. Oh, I know what I forgot. I forgot to give you some money, didn't I? You want to do that before I get into these pre-pandemic levels? Let me give you a chance to win some money.
KFI has your chance to win $1,000.
Text the nationwide keyword
Deposit, DEPOSIT,
to 200-200.
You'll get a confirmation text and info.
Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest.
That's deposit to 200-200.
If you win, you get a call from a number you don't recognize. Please answer the phone because I want you to be the big winner. Your next chance to win comes at 6:20 with Handle, but it happens 14 times a day, starting at 5:20 with me, ending at 7:20 with Conway. All right, well, you're probably going to need that money anyway to book your Thanksgiving flight. So yeah, on one hand, it's great for the airline industry that we all want to travel again, right? Flights that have been booked and are slated to land between November 20th and 25th are 78% higher, though, compared to a year ago. That's huge. Still, despite this uptick in holiday travel bookings and revenue, still is down, obviously, compared to last year. Do you have any idea how much money we spent on domestic flights? $4.2 billion in online spending. And this is comparable to 2019. So we're going back to the same levels that we saw. October showed a little more promise. Consumers spent $4.8 billion. Now, the holiday uptick, though, is driving prices online again. And we noticed this. So, you know, my husband flies back and forth twice a week. And so he tried to book his flight for February. And he said, oh my gosh. He said, I booked through February. And you should see the prices. They were, I think it was about a third higher than they were this time last year. So if you've got any booking, any travel to do, just don't be shocked by it. Good news for Airbus. It's received an order for 255 new aircraft from U.S. private equity firm Indigo. Now this is good. This is great for Airbus, obviously, and it's the first major deal since the COVID outbreak, so that's positive news for them. Apple is reportedly making states pay part of the bill to turn its iPhones into digital ID cards. So on one hand, I think it's great. You would basically have something like a driver license. I don't know that it would be exactly that on there, but that you would have a form of ID on your phone. Apple announced this in June, that it could soon store state-issued identification cards in the iPhone wallet, and it would have a more secure and convenient way for people to show, you know, your credentials, to show who you are, right? Well, here's the deal, though. It's a move, though, that has brought questions from the industry about why would a state want to give up this control, right? It would cost millions, if not trillions, of dollars to do this. So Apple apparently wants states, though, to pick up the cost of this. If the state picks up the cost of this, who gives the money to the state? Me, you. Apple says its users will be able to keep their ID cards again in the iPhone wallet. But do we want to pay for it? I think is the big question here. So a record number of Americans quit their jobs in September. I know we've done a bazillion stories about how, you know, places are looking for people, labor shortage, whatever it is. We keep talking about unemployment numbers, that sort of thing. Those have been going down, but what's interesting is people are bailing out of their jobs because they can find better pay or better jobs. And so this is where we talk about how it used to be that employers were in the driver's seat, right? And we were all clamoring to get certain jobs, and it was really okay, we'll take whatever you can give us because we want that job so badly. Nah, not anymore. Because there are so many help wanted signs in the windows now, we are all in the driver's seat. So the nation had 10.4 million open jobs in September, and it was a modest decrease from 10.6 in August, but they think that a big part of the reason was that people said, I don't need this job anymore. In fact, if I go across the street, maybe I'm going to make $2-3 more, or maybe I'm going to be able to set my own schedule, or maybe I'm going to get a flex schedule where I can, work with my kids in the morning and then come to work in the afternoon. It really is an employee's market right now. And finally, this is the story that makes my stomach turn. Those discount chains, you know when you used to go to a discount chain and you were looking for something, the Under Armours, the Ralph Lauren, Carter, Steve Madden, Levi's, something like that. And you used to go, I still go all the time, TJ Maxx, right? Or whatever your discount chain store of choice is. Well, it may be harder to snag those designer clothes at places like TJ Maxx and Burlington and Ross because there is very little unsold clothing sitting around. So the supply chains are choked. The brands say, the expensive brands say they don't have as much, if any, extra stuff to dump. And since their inventories are lean, then therefore the discount chains' inventories are lean. So that's why if you go holiday shopping and usually your go-to is to pick up a, nice sweater for mom or something like that over the holidays, And normally you get her a swankier brand than you would be able to afford in the store, and you pick it up at one of those discount chain stores. Not this year. All right, when we come back, we've got this special feature from KFI's Steve Gregory about a little-known part of the LA County Sheriff's Department that's guarding all those cargo ships waiting off the ports of LA and Long Beach. So Steve will have the story coming up. Right now, Nick's got your traffic story and more on that power outage.
Yeah, definitely, Jen. Let's go with that, especially because it is really messing up your morning drive as you're making way along the surface streets in the Silver Lake area, and that is going to be along Sunset Boulevard, east and westbound, and Mitchell Serena. It looks like it's a crash, and it resulted in a power outage for quite a few blocks in the general area. The intersection of Sunset and Mitchell Serena is off limits right now, so you need to plan ahead for Hoover, or a combination, rather, of Hoover and Bellevue as an alternate, or you can use the 101, knock on one, that's looking pretty decent to start things out for your morning drive. Crash put in Industry and Hacienda Heights, eastbound side of the 60 to Azusa Avenue, not seeing any glacier there any longer. In the Lock and Young Footbridge area, westbound side of the 210 at Berkshire, it's a crash that has middle lanes blocked backing up as you come away from Lincoln. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Nick Poliokini.
I'm avoiding the chaos of Black Friday by having someone else do my shopping. So, Mom, here's my list. And now, the top 5 reasons to visit Morongo. Number 5.
Beverage Sports Sim. Just earn 500 points on your rewards card, and you're guaranteed to win up to $100 in cash or free slot play. Wednesdays and Thursdays, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Number 4.
Game Day Giveaway. You can win a meal or even concert tickets when you watch football Sundays and Thursdays at Sideline Bar.
3.
Thanksgiving Essentials Giveaway. Get a healthy air fryer when you earn 500 points on your rewards card, the 22nd or 23rd.
And the number 2.
We'll flash up to $100 in your table tots when any football team scores. Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays in the poker room.
And the number 1 reason.
Relax on Thanksgiving and leave the fun to us. To order your feast, call 866-234-7006.
Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Morongo. Good times.
SoCal weather from KFI. We've got a mostly sunny day ahead. Still warm, not as warm as we saw over the weekend, so highs at the coast will be in the upper 60s. We'll make it into the upper 70s, mid-80s for Metro LA and OC, and just the mid to upper 80s for the valleys and the IE. Then we'll start to cool it back into the 70s by tomorrow. We lead local, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee.
Medicare annual enrollment is now here. It's open. And whether you're about to sign up for Medicare or you're already on a plan, navigating Medicare can be overwhelming. So let me suggest calling AGAMedicareOptions.com. Their agents will advise you step by step on a plan that fits your unique situation and budget. All the agents are local. They live and work right here in Southern California. You get an agent assigned to you who will compare most of the major plans at once at no cost to you. Plans that are accepted by your physicians, cover your medications at the lowest out-of-pocket cost, and changes occur every single year. So set up a benefit review to ensure you're still on the best plan, or you will be, and it's free. Call pound 250 on your cell and say the keyword My Medicare, pound 250 on the cell, and simply say My Medicare, or visit AGAMedicareOptions.com. That's AGAMedicareOptions.com.
Rate subject to change without notice. Minimum loan amount requirements apply. 50% loan to value and 620 FICO credit score. Certain restrictions apply. Subject to credit approval. NMLS 3290. Loans made or arranged pursuant to a California Finance Lenders Law license number 6036970. Equal housing lender.
Wake up! Have you seen these great home loan rates being advertised, but you've thought to yourself, I'll never qualify? Well, you clearly haven't called IntelliLoan. Right now, IntelliLoan is offering a 1.99% APR with no points or lender fees. This is even if your credit score is 620. So no more excuses. Even if you've got okay credit, you're self-employed, whatever it is, IntelliLoan can help you get that great home loan. So call IntelliLoan today and ask about a 1.99% APR with no points or lender fees, even if your credit score is 620. Call them at 1-800-918-6200. That's 1-800-918-6200, or just go to IntelliLoan.com.
IntelliLoan. Borrow smart.
Avoid the gridlock of having to sort through hundreds of resumes to find great people. Indeed's hiring platform makes it easy to attract, screen, and interview candidates all in one place. To find your next Great hire. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
You know, for the past 10 years, you have generously given to Katerina's Club, raising millions of dollars and hundreds of tons of food.
But here's the thing about hunger. It doesn't end with one meal.
The kids still need to eat every day, and KFI remains committed to keeping those children fed. Pastathon 2021, our 11th annual, is coming soon.
Join us on Giving Tuesday, November 30th.
On KFI AM 640. More stimulating talk.
Everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Hope you had a great weekend. I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee, and some of the stories we're watching in the KFI 24-hour newsroom. President Biden is expected to sign the bipartisan infrastructure bill at the White House today. A Southern California environmental group has criticized Governor Newsom for signing up California as a second-tier member of an international alliance to end reliance on fossil fuels. The food bank agency that coordinates the food for active members of the military say that they're having trouble feeding the 160,000 active duty military members who are going to the food bank for food. And cops in Britain say they're treating an explosion in a taxi outside a hospital that killed a man as a terrorist attack. Coming up at 5:50 this morning, we'll talk with ABC's Jim Ryan. Kyle Rittenhouse today. He is the man accused of killing 2 people, wounding another. While he was, as he says, guarding businesses in Kenosha, Wisconsin, after Jacob Blake's death. Well, today, prosecution and the defense each has 2.5 hours for their closing argument. We'll get details from Jim. Could Kyle Rittenhouse be convicted today of life in prison, or last week there was talk of lesser charges being presented? So we'll get all the details from Jim in just a few minutes. But right now, there's a little-known part of the LA County Sheriff's Department that's guarding all those cargo ships waiting off the ports of LA and Long Beach.
The Marine Cadre unit's part of the department's Special Enforcement Bureau, or SEB. They're equipped with state-of-the-art gadgets and boats. Recently, I was invited to tag along as SEB's Hazmat Unit, Emergency Detail Services, and SWAT team all went on patrol. Started our day from the San Pedro Harbor.
So what we're going to be doing is we're going to go out there and providing security and doing some patrols around the container ship.
I'm aboard the hazmat boat. Sergeant Eric Fox tells me it's equipped with sensitive radiation scanners.
We come across any pleasure craft that are either loitering or traversing through the containers. We're going to treat those for radiation. We do that on a regular basis. As far as when I say regular basis, my team, the hazmat detail, goes out on this boat that is equipped with radiation detection equipment. And we basically look at pleasure craft coming into the harbor outside of the breakwater to make sure there's no illicit radiation on board, since this is a prime smuggling area.
How frequently do you do that?
You know, it depends on the time of year, on intelligence that we receive. During the summertime, we try to do it, a few times a month. And we have no particular schedule when we do it. Obviously, we don't like to advertise or set a pattern as to when we do it.
Any kind of a patrol.
Right. Random patrol. Exactly. Random patrol. Yep.
We move slowly through the harbor, and as we make our way around, I notice a large cruise ship.
And Mark, there's Princess right there.
Josh, that's perfect. Now, when you guys transfer over to us?
One of the SWAT boats heads over there.
It looks like what they're doing is that they're going up and checking the cruise ship. That's part of our mission is for public safety, is not only check on the Anchorage Foxtrot out there with all the container ships, but now that the cruise lines are starting to ramp up again for cruises, is that we'll go ahead and do checks of the cruise ships as well. We're going to pick our speed a little bit, Steve. We're going to speed up a little bit.
That's the sound of the Angels Gate Lighthouse, and as we head further out, now all we see are container ships. It's known as the Foxtrot Anchor Area.
The Foxtrot is the anchorage outside of the port of LA and Long Beach, where all the large container ships and oil ships anchor before they're escorted into the port. Basically a holding area. that's what we're looking for, is most of the vessels we're going to sweep for any illicit radiation. But as far as the box run itself, when we come out, we're doing what we call just normal patrol. We're making sure that they're okay. There's nobody loitering. There's nothing suspicious activity that needs to be looked at. We're talking about people that might be loitering or something like that. So sometimes they'll come out here and they'll fish out in these waters for whatever reason. Or people just pleasure craft cutting through the anchorage in between the tankers.
So we'll take Rob and Ernie off your boat, and I'm going to unload two of the medium people on your boat. So whenever you're ready, come up alongside and we'll do the transfer.
It's time to switch boats. While still at sea, I jump aboard the SWAT boat. Sergeant Kamal Ahmad is running the show. He was giving me a rundown of their mission, and their helicopter, Air 5, was doing a demonstration of how they rescue people. Just a couple minutes in, they get a call. All of a sudden,
So we're going to shift and head over there. It's a real one. Okay.
So a lot of times we're concerned about people ending up in the water and all that. So we want to go over there and make sure that no one needs any rescuing or, we just got to go see what's going on.
a ponga boat washed ashore near Rancho Palos Verdes. Ponga boats are primarily used up and down the coast to smuggle drugs, people, and other contraband. We'll pick up speed. At the same time, Air 5 goes ahead of us to survey the situation. We arrive at the area but can't go any closer because Ahmad says lobster traps that are offshore cause a problem for the boats, and navigating those is like navigating a minefield. So they dispatch deputies from onshore.
Hey, Mom, it's pretty high up on the rocks. Looks like it landed at high tide. They're trying to push it right now onshore. I don't think we'll get it off that boat side right now. Plus, there's a lot of kelp right in front of it that I'll be able to get the boat in there.
That's our main priority. If anyone needs to be rescued, a lot of times where they come up on shore, there's a lot of rock with the swell and the surf. It gets very treacherous, and people end up in the water, as they did in San Diego recently, where unfortunately some people got really badly hurt, and I think a couple people actually died. That's what we don't want to happen. So our main priority is just to make sure we can rescue anyone.
No people were found, just life vests and jugs of water. As we call it a day and head back to the marina, I asked the sergeant if he likes his job. He chuckles and says it's really the best job in the world.
There's a passion for the job that we do, and we love being here, and there's so much training that's involved with just being here. Most of us usually have 20 plus years on the department before we even get to this unit, and once you're here, you really don't want to leave. Because you spend all this time, you invested all this time in training, and we just love what we do.
For Wake Up Call, I'm Steve Gregory, KFI News.
If you want to see some amazing pictures from Steve and the drone footage that he took when he was out there with CBS 2 and KCAL 9, you can go to KFIAM640.com. Go keyword wake up call this morning. We've got it posted up there. I was watching some of the video while I was listening to Steve's report, and I don't think you can fathom what it's like to be next to one of those cargo ships. Steve's got this awesome sort of look up at what it looks like from down in his little boat up to these ships with these cargo containers on top. It gives you a real perspective of, whoa, how big this is. And the drone footage is incredible. I mean, it kind of takes you right out there with them as they're going on patrol. So it's really cool. Again, KFIAM640.com, keyword wake up call, if you want to check it out. It's some good stuff. News is brought to you this morning by American Vision Windows. Well, former U.S. Ambassador to the UN Bill Richardson says American journalist Danny Fenster is out of jail and has been handed over to him in Myanmar. Richardson says Fenster will be on his way home soon. Fenster, who runs the online magazine Frontier Myanmar, was convicted Friday of spreading false or inflammatory information. He was sentenced to 11 years hard labor. Buckingham Palace says a sprained back is what forced Queen Elizabeth to miss a Remembrance Sunday service in London. Yesterday's service was supposed to be the Queen's first public appearance since taking doctor's orders last month to rest. And finally, Santa needs your help. And one year, my husband and I decided that we would answer Santa's call for help. And it was one of the sweetest, coolest things we have ever done. Not sweet because we did it. Sweet once we found out how we were helping. So if you want to help the U.S. Postal Service answer letters to Santa from needy families, you can start registering. This is Operation Santa. It opens today at USPS-OperationSanta.com. USPS-OperationSanta.com. Now, every year since 1912, the Postal Service has processed a massive amount of mail from kids whose lists include basic necessities like a warm coat. And I think the biggest gift was not necessarily what the kids got out of it. I'm sure that it was. It's just the gift of writing back to these kids and helping Santa, obviously, and giving them some hope. We stuck, we bought like a sleeve, I guess, of candy canes, those little ones. And so we wrote our letters and we put a candy cane in each one of them. And oh man, you talk about feeling good. And I don't remember how many, I think we got 10. I think each of us picked up 5 letters at the post office. And we were like, okay, let's do more. This was great. Little kid letters are the best. They are usually funny. They are usually very honest. And they're just so freaking sweet. I mean, you talk about putting yourself into the holiday spirit. Oh, and speaking of the holiday spirit, I'll post a picture in a second. Dean Sharp, one of his clients, Aldec Holmes, put a tree in the studio. And when I say put a tree in the studio, I mean a tree the size of Texas in the studio. And it's in Handel Studio, which is even funnier because it's in the Jewish guy's studio who is the biggest Grinch of Christmas, yet Dean was smart enough to also include a Hanukkah bush next to the tree. It's hilarious. Anyway, I'll post a picture because I, of course, tried to take a picture of me with the tree with the Grinch's head popped up in the background. Kind of like a Where's Waldo moment. So I'll post it on Instagram in just a second so you can see. When we come back, it's ABC's Jim Ryan. Attorneys on both sides in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial will make their closing arguments today. Rittenhouse does face possible life in prison if convicted of the most serious charge, but there was talk of introducing to the jury lesser charges last week. So we'll get the details from Jim in just a second. We're checking out the 14.
As you make your way out of the Newhall Pass or Newhall area into the Newhall Pass, 14 southbound before the 5. Got a crash as the left lane shut down back into the drive for you to come away from Newhall Avenue and locking the auto 210 west at Berkshire. Still dealing with the wreck blocking middle lanes backing up your drive as you come away from Mountain. Checking the drive in at Silver Lake, still dealing with problems for you. A traffic advisory on Sunset Boulevard, east and westbound at Mitchell-Serena. It's a crash that resulted in an area of power outage for quite a few blocks, actually. Your best alternate to Sunset Boulevard that's off limits right now is a combination of Hoover and Bellevue, or using the 101. The 101 itself not looking too crazy bad, at least for the moment. Looks like that's actually wide open, Hollywood into downtown. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Nick Poliokini.
This report is sponsored by Spectrum Business. Spectrum Business offers the best value on internet and phone. 200 megabits per second internet and business phone for only $69.98 per month. Switch today and get 1 month free. Yes, free. See for yourself at spectrum.com/business. Spectrum Business. Restrictions apply.
Taylor Horton Tucker made his season debut for the Lakers in their win over the Spurs. THT missed the start of the season, recovering from thumb surgery. The Chargers fell to the Vikings, losing 3 of their last 4 games. Justin Herbert lost for nearly 200 passing yards, a touchdown and an interception. And Patrick Mahomes looked his Pro Bowl self on Sunday Night Football. Mahomes threw for 5 touchdowns in a Chiefs statement win over the Raiders. I'm Misty Jordan.
When you join UPS this season, you'll have a job to be proud of and a team that has your back. Now hiring warehouse workers, personal vehicle drivers, driver helpers, and more. Visit upsjobs.com/shift to apply. Make the shift. Make a difference.
You know what I love about walking into the house is, yes, I'm greeted by a bazillion dogs. I love that part. But also, when that door closes, I am at peace. I am protected. I'm in my safe space. What if you could experience those same feelings with your water? I'm telling you could if you had a Life Source whole house water system. You would know every time you flipped on the faucet, you had clean, delicious, safe filtered water coming out of every tap in the house. And you could do it the lazy way. That's the way I like it. See, with a Life Source whole house water system, they're maintenance free. No filter changes, no salt bags, no monthly exchange tanks. And if you've had an issue with hard water, well, they can help. A system can help reduce your hard water problems. And a Life Source water system gets rid of the odor and the taste of chlorine from your water, and it doesn't use salt or chemicals. And if you don't have the drying effects of chlorine, you're going to notice softer skin and hair with every bath and shower. And with a Life Source system, you buy directly from the factory, which has been here in California for over 37 years, and that includes installation and customer service support. So call Life Source today. Get full service and full confidence in your water. Call them at 1-800-334-5009, 1-800-334-5009, or just visit lifesourcewater.com. Life Source Water. Taste and feel the difference.
1-877 cars for kids. KARS cars for kids.
Donate your car today with 1-877 Cars for Kids. We're a recognized 501c3 charity organization, so you'll receive a maximum tax deduction. What's more, you'll receive a vacation voucher of 3 days and 2 nights. Also on the web at carsforkids.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Jay Carter here, CEO of Rocket Company. If you thought you missed your chance to refinance and save, think again. Mortgage rates have recently dropped, and Rocket Mortgage can help you save big when you call 8338-ROCKET today. For example, with a $250,000 30-year fixed-rate mortgage, you could get a new low rate under 3%. If your current rate is over 3.75%, you could lower your payment by over $100 a month, saving thousands in interest. But you've got to act now, because no one knows how long these low rates will last. So when you need a simple way to get big savings, Rocket can. Call us today at 8338-ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com. That's 8338-ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com. Rocket. Refinance offer assumes a rate of 2.99%, 3.21% APR, 7% loan-to-value ratio for the cost of 1.75 points. $4,375 due at closing. Monthly payment of $1,052.66. Taxes and insurance not included. Payment will be rated rates current as of 7/26/21. Conditions apply. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
I'm Susan Owen, managing partner at OPO Law. I have been named one of the top 100 trial lawyers in the country. If you've been injured, call 888-OPO-WIN. That's 888-OPO-WINS for a free consultation.
This Thanksgiving, you could spend all week preparing a massive feast. Or you could just go to Sizzler.com/Thanksgiving, where heat and eat Thanksgiving dinners to go start at $84.99. 2 pounds of roasted turkey, 2 pounds of stuffing, 3 pounds of mashed potatoes with gravy, plus 3 more pounds of sweet potato casserole, all pre-cooked and ready to serve at home. Take home Thanksgiving dinners for 6 start at just $84.99. But you have to order ahead, so go to Sizzler.com/Thanksgiving now.
California has millions of homes that could be damaged in a strong earthquake, and earthquakes are inevitable in the Golden State. An older home is especially vulnerable to earthquake damage, so you may need to take steps to strengthen it and help reduce the chance of damage. Visit strengthenmyhouse.com to learn about better protecting your home from earthquake damage. The work may cost less than you think and can often be completed in a few days. You've worked hard to get a home. Now's the time to protect it. Get prepared today so you can worry less tomorrow. Visit strengthenmyhouse.com.
If you have a small business, you know having efficient equipment is essential. SoCal Gas is here to help with small business rebates on qualifying energy-saving natural gas equipment. You can save thousands of dollars on tankless hot water heaters, commercial fryers, and more. They're committed to helping you meet and exceed the challenges of being a small business owner. Not only will your small business save by using these rebates, but having energy-efficient equipment will stack up savings for years to come. See how they can help by visiting SoCalGas.com/rebate.
Addressing hair loss has never been easier thanks to Advanced Hair Restoration's simple one-day treatment. The most difficult part? Making the call for your free consultation. Call 844-333-HAIR and get $250 off and 250 free hair grafts. AdvancedHair.com.
The holidays are right around the corner. If you or someone you know needs help, the SoCal Honda dealers want to hear your story. Submit a voice message or text message by visiting KFIAM640.com, keyword helpful. Helpful Honda guys and gals in blue
too, they help bring you some holiday cheer.
Don't miss our iHeartRadio Holiday Special with exclusive performances from Kelly Clarkson, Michael Bublé, Brain, and Timber County. Wednesday the 24th, starting at 7 p.m. Watch on iHeartRadio's Facebook and YouTube channel. Plus, check out the exclusive VR performance in the Venues app on Oculus Quest.
New holiday gifts are arriving at a TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods store near you for way less than you expect. Endless selection, great prices, all season long. Shop TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods today.
Portions of the following program will be recorded. Here's 12.